What's up, y'all? I'm here in Mexico City, about to go meet up with a friend to learn more about the culture and quality of life here in the country of Mexico. Let's roll. Steph, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Here with my friend Steph, here in Mexico
Hey,
City. What is your favorite thing to eat for lunch here in Mexico? Like, what's the favorite traditional food
A traditional
that people
food.
eat for lunch or dinner?
Okay. Well, that is a very, very important question because you need to know how people in here eat. Okay, so we eat 3 meals. Gracias. Like for the day. So we eat breakfast, meal that we like. The translation will be meal, like comida, and our dinner. Okay, but those 3 meals are like very strong meals. So for each meal, I will have different kind of food. You know.
So like, what's the most popular thing you would eat for like breakfast?
For breakfast, well, it depends. If you are not working, if you are on a Saturday or Sunday morning, you will have chilaquiles for sure.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles, yes. That is tortilla, but in a different style, like Mexican style, not that crunchy, with salsa. It could be salsa verde or roja, that means red or green. Both spicy. And you're gonna have chicken on top and cream and cheese.
Sounds good.
Sounds a lot, but it's great, you know.
Like, is there a national cocktail here in Mexico?
A national
Cocktail, like drink.
wow, that is I never thought about it, to be honest. I think that the difference in here is the way we drink beer, because we can mix beer with chile, with sauce, with lemon, and other things. But probably you guys,
What would they call that drink?
michelada.
Gelato.
Yes.
Okay. So that's like the national drink of Mexico.
That is very popular.
Very popular.
Yes, very
Okay.
popular.
What is the favorite type of music and dance that they do here in Mexico?
We have different type of dances. You know, like it depends a lot on the area that you are located. We still have these like very old dances.
Yeah, like traditional, like
Traditional, very traditional, that we all know because it's like you're gonna learn this in basic school, in secondary school. So it's something that is in our culture because it's heritage. So even though you like it or not, it's inside of your culture and you need to learn that culture. Okay, so we all know that kind of dances. But I will say like the most contemporary or the most popular dances probably are cumbia, first of all. That is something like we all know how to dance that. We should, you know? We should know. Quebradita in the north part of the country. A lot of people, a lot of Mexicans,
quebradita.
yes, dance quebradita.
That's the dance.
Yeah, that's the name of the dance and the music.
Are there any traditional games that people like to play here in Mexico?
Oh yeah,
Like traditional games?
yes, we have several. Okay, now I'm gonna start speaking in Spanish because there is no translation for the games that we have. Okay.
But could you explain it to me in English what it is?
Of course. Like, you know, probably you have this also in the United States, but as family, like in a family gathering, we can play loteria,
Loteria?
Loteria, sure, but like
What's that?
Loteria is this game where you have some images, and with coins or beans, you start putting some beans on the images because you have other parts that are of these images. So the first person that is gonna have this whole paper line with all the coins or all the beans wins. So there is someone that is saying La Llorona and Tarro, blah blah blah, and he's gonna start saying all those images out loud.
And then the first person that gets them wins.
That wins, yes.
Pretty cool. I like that.
And you just win the satisfaction, you know? Nothing more.
Being that you're from here, Mexico City, could you tell me about some hidden gems that only locals know about?
We have several, for example, cantinas, very old cantinas from 19th, you know, like from that century.
Yeah.
Very well preserved, that are for family gatherings. You know, like also little kids can go there.
Cantinas.
Yeah, cantinas are very popular here in downtown. That not a lot of locals know. We have, well, from my perspective, we have a lot of buildings with Moorish style.
More style?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That is awesome, and they are very well preserved. They are beautiful even now, you know. And that means that we have this heritage between Spain and the history that Spain had with Turkish and
Muslims. Yeah, I have heard about that. I read about that a little. So that's pretty cool. They have that here in Mexico too. Pretty cool. Is there any close by? Like,
yeah, sure. Yeah, we're gonna see it.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to check that out. Do you feel safe living here in Mexico?
Ouch. We are getting into the real stuff, right?
Quality of life. You know, people like to know things like that.
Well,
You feel safe living here in Mexico City?
to be honest, I would say sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know, like, to understand Mexico is to understand that we are a country of contrasts. I would say, as easy as not every Mexican has the same reality, to put it in that context. So from there, I would say that I'm very lucky to have a car, to live in the south part of the city, that it's very gentle. Here in downtown and in the north part of the country, it's different. Like, it's not the same. But people struggle a lot. So even that I feel privileged, I am privileged. Sometimes I don't feel that safe. I wouldn't be, for example, I wouldn't be here at 10 p.m. for example, having a drink with you. That wouldn't be possible. You know, because I wouldn't feel comfortable. Because it's very far from my home. You know? But there are places in the south part of the city that make me feel safe. And I will be there, you know, like having a drink, playing board games, or just chatting.
So, depending on what part of the city, basically, like, that you live.
Yes.
More safer in the south part of Mexico.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you tell me, like, some good neighborhoods to live here in Mexico City?
Sure. Well, we have lots of good neighborhoods, but that depends on what you're looking for. Because when we talk about good neighborhoods, doesn't mean like the more expensive neighborhood that you
Safety. And
yes, it's the
easy
best,
to get around.
you know. It's not always like that, because in here a lot of people that have money, they understand safety in a different way. They understand safety as isolation.
Right.
So that depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're looking for connection, if you're looking for good neighborhood, people that you can talk easily, I will say Coyoacán. It's a very good neighborhood. It's safe and it's old from the conquest. So imagine.
Coyoacán.
Yes. It's very traditional, like cute little houses, not a lot of buildings. So it's very horizontal. It's very nice. Another one will be, yeah, why not? It's very popular, but La Roma.
Aroma?
La Roma. It's, probably it's not that safe now because a lot of people go there and you can, you know, like lose your wallet easily. But it's not that violent. Oh yeah.
Petty crime.
Yes. But it's still a place where young people go and connect and have a drink or have a coffee and read a book. It's a place to be.
How's the healthcare system here? Like, is it good, free, or affordable? What do you think about it? How is it here?
Well, in my perspective, I think it's easier to have a good quality healthcare than other countries. You know, like for you, I think like you guys need to do a lot of things to get a surgery and pay a lot of money. And in here, it's not that expensive. Anyone can actually have healthcare. They just need to pay a little fee annually. And if you are working for a very good company, you are already in the whole care system. No, it's not that to get a really quality system.
So you would say it's a good quality healthcare system?
It's very easy to get access to it, but the quality probably you need to pay a little more for that.
Private healthcare.
Yeah, kind of. But even the health system that we have, even that it's public, it's not that bad. Like it's you can get rid of a lot of your pains, like for saying it that way. Just going one time, for example, to get an examination, exam, right? But if you want a little bit more, yes, you need to go to the private.
But the public healthcare system is free. No, it's not free.
No, it's free only for the people that work for the healthcare system. Free because they are already working for them. So it's like they already paying for being there. It's free or they have access to that. But for everyone else, we need to pay a small fee.
How small of a fee would that be per month, just to get an idea?
Well, for example, I had an insurance. Let's say I had this insurance because my parents worked in a healthcare institution by the government. So let's say for me, it will be 5,000 pesos annually.
Annually, not per month.
No,
Annually.
because my parents work for this institution.
But
for people, probably it's the double.
10,000 pesos
Yes,
per year.
Per year.
How about like the university? Is it free to go to school here, or is it affordable?
Well, we have the best public university here in the Mexico City. It's the best in the country. It's very well known. The best people just come from the UNAM. You know, like it's the UNAM is the name of this school. But it's very hard to get here. It's very expensive for a lot of people from other states to come here and study.
Yeah, real loud.
Yeah, from all from the side of this.
Would you say there's a lot of diversity here in Mexico City, like people from different cultural backgrounds?
Yes, yeah. Well, what I have seen is that we are getting bigger as a city, but also we are accepting more the difference. You know, like we are becoming a very more multicultural society. So I have seen that from probably since 6 or 7 years now. And actually, we have a lot of Americans coming to Mexico City to live. That is also something that has changed the whole dynamic. You wouldn't see that at first sight, but it's very important for us to have this change because it's also changing the economy. You know, so it's very important. And from there, we have in here people from India, we have people from even other parts of the country, and it's very important to start accepting, first of all, people from other parts of the country, and then from other countries. You know, but I can see that the younger generation that is happening. They are more open, for sure.
And how would you say the level of equality is between different ethnic groups? Like,
well, that is something that we need to improve. We are working on that. That is work in progress. Because we need to do more for the people that are in very far, like very far areas from the city that need to that the government needs to pay attention to those areas. We need to do more for them because only once per week we have a protest from indigenous people that come to the city to get hurt, not hurt, right? Like heard, yes. Like they need to be heard.
oh, need to be heard.
Yes. So they come here because they know it's the center of the country. It's still the center of the country, and they want to speak up for themselves. And being in those little towns, they can't do that. So we need to improve that for sure.
Would you say there's a big wealth gap here between rich and poor? Mexico City?
There is a gap for sure, yeah. But I think like middle class is getting in the way. You know, like
But you do have a middle class here.
yes, we do. The difference between poor and rich. I think that is something that you are going to acknowledge more if you stay more in the city. Like the more you stay here, the more you see them. At first sight, probably it's not that obvious. Probably you're gonna see like, oh, everyone is like so chill, everyone is getting along like that. But racism, I would say, is something that we also need to improve.
Racism?
Yes. Because between Mexicans, even between Mexicans, we have that.
And I'm not really that educated on classism. So could you kind of explain that, what that means?
Yeah, well, the way that I see it is that classism it's like between people that is from the same, well, let's say the same country or the same ethnia, you start pushing away people because they don't have money or they don't have something that you find valuable. No?
So
Education.
So it's about social status.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, we have that still in Mexico City, yes, unfortunately.
Would you say that Mexico City is a good place to invest? Like, whether it be buying a home or starting a business?
Yes. Oh yes, I think it's amazing. Like, you know, like even we have that kind of social, gracias, social improvements to do. Yes, as any other society, of course. It's a very good time for people to start investing in Mexico because we are growing. We are changing the mindset for sure. So the generations that are coming are so open, are are thinking differently, and those guys are gonna lead the country or like to a better end. You know, like they're going to make something different. You know, like my generation, the millennials, we did our thing, and we're not that young anymore. But we're not in our 20s anymore.
Yeah.
You know? We had our time. But the ones that are like between 17, 18, and 20, they are getting things like very fast. Faster than we did. Like we did.
This is the information age. Like they're growing up in the information age. So I think that's definitely a very good thing. Yeah. Very good thing.
Yeah, so I really think for investment, for you guys, for Americans, it's so easy to buy properties, to start living of those rents, for example. That is something very appealing. To start investing in properties that are very close to touristic sites. I will do that, and also invest in not also properties but also financial instruments here in Mexico. That is amazing. Like what is happening here is something that I haven't seen probably long time.
In the dish.
Guacamole.
The whole dish guacamole.
This is guacamole with chicharrón, and these are totopos.
The tacos.
Totopos.
And
And those are chiles. Con un poco de salsa Maggi, like Maggi sauce. It's just a sauce that comes in a little bottle. They just put it around.
Very
and
hot.
the thing is that you can grab one of these ones, but it's really, really spicy.
I can smell the spice.
Yeah. And just grab a little of your chicharrón with guacamole. And it's like tequila, you know, like sometimes you have the tequila and then you have lemon. So you have guacamole and then you have your chili.
Okay.
You know?
So you have to eat the
It's very
guacamole
spicy,
first.
even for me it's very spicy.
You have to eat the guacamole first.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chili.
It's really good. It's really good.
Very tasty.
We are not as you will compare us like London, for example. In London, you will have that churches over there are used for coffee shops or bars. That is amazing. That is something that you wouldn't think about in here. Like the old churches that we have, they are still in use, and they are used for trade and services. Okay?
Festival up here.
Well, this is a festival. This is a indigenous festival.
Okay.
So lots of traditional dresses and crafts that people make all over the country are going to be set in here.
Okay, so what's the name? This is Tahate? Tahate? Very tasty. I can definitely taste the cocoa and yes, refreshing drink. So good, huh? Tahate. I hope you guys enjoyed this overview about the culture and quality of life here in Mexico City. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell too to stay up to date on all future videos. And until next time.